Hi and welcome to Ballmasters Football. We're back again with another video. Today we'll be discussing the predictions of the Premier League game week 9. I know this guy, I bet you haven't even recognised him because he hasn't been away for so long. But we've got Alfie back. So the first game we've got that we're going to be doing predictions on is Bournemouth-Leicester. So obviously Bournemouth have been, unbeaten in 4 games since Gary O'Neill. Leicester's won 4-0 against Forest. So what's your predictions on that game?
I think it'll be closer than people expect. I think you expect Leicester to win because they're a Premier League side, but then you think Bournemouth, on the other hand, they're going to, at home as well, they're going to put out a fight with their home crowd behind them. But I've actually gone for a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. I think with Maddison at the present moment in time, I think anywhere around Bournemouth's box, I think he's going to have a chance, whether it be a free kick or a shot from outside the box. I don't know what's happened to Vardy. I know he's kind of not got himself involved on the score sheet. I do like Harvey Barnes. He's doing really well at the present moment in time as well. I think he scored 2. Did he score 2 or 1?
He scored in that game.
He scored a goal. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Leicester win 3-2. I just think they're going to shade it.
Yeah.
I can't really see Bournemouth scoring 2 goals, but I think the way Leicester's goalkeeper is at this present moment in time, he's not the best. He's not the best at all. So that's why I've given Leicester.
I think that's why I think it's a 2-2 draw because of he kept a clean sheet, but it's like the Forest.
I think they're at the minute they're at a difficult stage, aren't they? Yeah. Leicester. So Chelsea, Wolves. Sorry.
This game it's going to be, for me, one-sided against Chelsea because at the minute Wolves are not the Wolves we want.
With Wolves, they are. I think for me personally, and I said this on previous shows, is that they create so much chances. Even the game that they previously had, I think it was against West Ham, and they created just as much chances, but they just unfortunately haven't got no one to put in the back of the net. What would be funny is if they're able to get something out of it, and then Diego Costa just comes and pops up. I think that would be good. I think Aubameyang at the minute as well.
You think there's 2 goals in 2 games, is it?
And not only that as well, 2 goals in 2 games. But you got Conor Gallagher now featuring. Mason Mount seems to be really doing well as well. Reece James. So I think Graham Potter's got a nice nucleus to work with. I think it's just going to take him time. I don't think to get carried away because they beat AC Milan to get carried away. Because at the end of the day, in the league, they have been not convincing. They weren't convincing against Palace. No. So I think I wouldn't see much of a smokescreen as in terms of like the Liverpool game against Rangers. It was like a confidence boost, to be honest, considering how poorly they played against Brighton. But I've gone with a 3-0 win to Chelsea. The third game is Man City Southampton at the Etihad.
6-0. 6-0. Or more.
I think on his own, I think Haaland could.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you saw this, but apparently there's a petition sign that it's got over, I think it's 1 million to sign that to get rid of Erling Haaland out of the Premier League because he's a robot. So I saw that this morning. I was like, all right.
I think that's just. I think he's just trending at the minute. He's doing so well. I think Southampton, they're not really a team. I don't know how they're going to deal with. I don't know how they're going to deal with. Man City.
I've also heard that apparently Southampton are on the verge of sacking their manager. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've been hearing.
If that is true, I don't even know. The guy's been there for that long, and I think considering that the stage of when he had them, and remember they were selling players, and weren't really keeping hold of the better players. And I think he's done his best. He's done his best. I think to get another manager in at present who's going to really kick them on, I don't know whether anyone's going to want to get involved with that project.
We've got 9 games in, and they don't have transfer windows closed, and
they haven't really got the opportunity to bring any players in.
I call it.
Yeah, but the thing is, with Southampton, they're very inconsistent. So, mind you, they could turn up against any team, and then may have 2 great games. I know they usually like to turn up against us, but but they'll have their opportunities to have a little run against the top teams. And usually that tends to happen at home, at their ground, St Mary's. But I think this one here, I've gone 4-0. I've gone politely 4-0. I've gone politely 4-0. I don't want to be disrespectful. Go 6-0, 7-0.
Yeah, you see Man City going 6 against United.
Yeah.
And I just don't think, especially at the Etihad, Southampton, I don't think will create any chances. It could be 6, it could be 9.
Yeah, I think it all depends. It could be, instead of 2 players scoring a hat trick for 3. It could be 3. Yeah.
And I think personally, Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, and Erling Haaland is a front 3 I'd love to see, because I watched Man City last night in the Champions League, and Jack Grealish, phenomenal.
Yeah, I think he's really stepping up. I think he has to, because he knows much of last season he was on the bench, so he knows that if he doesn't perform, if he doesn't do what Pep's asking, he's going to be on the bench. So I've gone for 4-0 Leicester. So the 4th game is Newcastle Brentford. So that's a little bit of a tricky one.
I think with Newcastle being at home, I think their home crowd is going to be behind them. You know that, like St James's Park is and we've said it before, that it's a scary place to go. But I've gone for 3-1 Newcastle. I think Ivan Toney will score.
Yeah.
But I think Newcastle, still without St Maximin, they'll get.
I don't think they've got Isaac either. I think he's injured as well. Yeah.
And their own goal.
Yeah.
Against who did they play last?
Cameron. Yes, they played. Oh Jesus.
I remember that.
God.
But
Fulham.
That's the one. Yeah, Fulham.
Yeah. I think the way Newcastle are playing, I do love the way Trippier is playing at this present moment in time. He's really, 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 for someone that's aged. Obviously, he's went abroad. He's come back, and he's doing really, really well. Really impressed with him.
I think this is a Tottenham Trippier we've seen him.
Yeah.
I
think he's playing with a lot more experience and a lot more quality than when he was at Tottenham. But he seems to be doing really, really well at present. So I've gone with Newcastle 2-1 win. I think you've gone for 3-1. 3-1. Yeah, I've gone with 2-1 because they haven't got the 2 strikers. They've got Callum Wilson. I think he'll get on the score sheet.
I think him and Maron.
Yeah.
I think someone like Bruno Guimaraes is that goal.
Yeah, you know who I've also been impressed with is Joe Willock. He's been doing all right. He's been doing. I've been watching him close. I've been quite impressed with him. Even though he's not someone that is, he just keeps it simple. He just keeps it simple. He's not someone that's going to be beating 2 or 3 players and driving with the ball. But when he gets onto the ball, he plays it very well. So yeah, I've gone for a 2-1 Newcastle win. So Brighton Spurs. Now that is going to be a really good game. That's a really good game. That's going to be a really good game. I want to see what's your thoughts on that game.
I mean, I went to North London.
Of course, yes.
Tottenham, can I just say the atmosphere firstly was phenomenal, but Tottenham were absolutely dreadful.
Yeah.
Yes, they got that goal. Yes, it was a penalty. But I don't think, apart from one little free kick in the box, they didn't create nothing. And I think the way Brighton are playing at the minute, they can get 3 points.
I know they played against Liverpool. I was shocked that they didn't even get that game. The first half could have been 4-0.
Yeah, or 5 or more.
The way they sliced open Liverpool, I'm just hoping that Arsenal could do the same at the Emirates. I have said again in previous about Tottenham, and I know I said it in the Big Six, is that Tottenham, for whatever reason, they don't ever play on the front foot.
No.
Whether they're home or away, they always seem to just play on counter attack. And I just felt that obviously you're relying on Perisic, is it Perisic, and then Sessegnon. And I was thinking to myself, Perisic, Saka had him on toast.
He was in his pocket.
It was just other than Jesus Christ. And again, for me, they need to be on the front foot. They've got two really top strikers in terms of Rich Arnolson, Harry Kane, and Song. Kulusevski to come on, or if whichever one they want to swap. There doesn't become any weakness, whichever player or three that they play with.
Somewhere I want to see, and I want to see it, is Jed Spence, because they've been playing. Oh, who got sent off from London? Who got sent off from Tottenham?
Bloody, I forgot him. I forgot who the guy was.
He played last night in the
yeah.
He's obviously missing 3 Premier League games, but I still want Jed Spence to come in and do a job because because we know how exceptional he is, and in the Premier League he's played 1 minute apparently.
Right.
And if Tottenham play Jed Spence, they'll win the game. But at the minute, I'm going to go for 2-1 Brighton.
Okay, I've gone 2-1 Brighton as well. The reason why I've gone with 2-1 is that I'm predicting that Tottenham are going to come out the same way, KG, and I just feel that the way Brighton are playing at this present moment in time, I feel that they're in the team in form. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Brighton as well. Next game is Palace Leeds. So what's your predictions on that game?
I think Leeds, it's a must-win game for Leeds because I looked at their fixtures this morning and they've got a tough
couple of games
coming up. And I think Palace were unlucky to concede that late minute winner against Chelsea.
I think they should have been playing against 10 men, to be honest with you.
It was a red card. See how much I've used his hands, it was a red card. But I think Palace will probably be a bit too strong for Leeds. I'm going to go for 2-0 Palace.
Okay. I've gone with a 3-1 Palace win. The reason why I've gone with that is because I feel that I thought Eduardo's is it Edouard? Edouard, Edouard, yeah. His goal was very good. Elise's goal was very good as well. I just think that with Palace at home they are a force. It's just sometimes you don't really know what you're going to get with Palace. But I've gone brave. I've gone with a 3-1 Palace win.
I think Leeds they're in for it. But I think I like what Jesse March is doing. But I just think they need January to spend money because I just don't think.
To be fair, they did spend quite a bit. Obviously, with the Rafinha money and for the.
But I just think they need that one striker because I don't see a goal for it.
There's a player that we're missing as well. Obviously, with all the quality that's going on with City, I just remembered is Kevin Phillips.
Oh,
Calvin Phillips, sorry. It's just that when you think to yourself, he's not even featured.
No.
And when you think when he comes in, can you imagine? I don't know how long he's going to be, but if he comes in back in January, or he might be in just before January, that's like another signing.
It's hard because Man City's got 2-3 squads. It's just.
I just thought because obviously I know he had his shoulder injury, but when you think that someone like with his quality coming back. Jeez, yeah. Hopefully, by the time we play them, we'll be able to give them a game. So just before we move on, so it's going to be. I've given Palace 3-1. West Ham, Fulham.
London derby.
Yep. So what's your predictions on that?
Fulham. They started the season very well. They started it very well, but I just think it's gone down a little bit for them.
Yeah.
I think West Ham, they play tonight in the Conference League. And I think looking at that squad Fulham has, it can do a job. It can. We know the individual players they've got. But with it being at London Stadium, with the West Ham fans, I've gone for a 2-1 West Ham win.
Okay. I've gone for a 2-1 West Ham win as well. I just feel I thought Fulham's last game they weren't really that impressive.
No.
I know that they were on form, and Mitrovic was doing outstandingly well. I don't know whether that Newcastle game might have popped their bubble, I noticed that they haven't really been the same. I think after the Tottenham game, if I'm being honest, I think they've been quite shaky.
I mean, all Newcastle's goals against them, which is phenomenal.
Yes,
because
yes,
the quality,
yes.
it's different quality, but I think it'll be a close game. It'll be a close affair. But
I think it was not to sound disrespectful. It's like a bit like what Ivan Toney was saying. It's about a kickabout with your mates. The way it was, the way it was. You know what I mean? It was absolute beating that they got. But you know, they dust themselves off and move on to the next game. But I've gone 2-1 West Ham. The next game, Arsenal Liverpool. What's your predictions on that?
I tried to get tickets, but I didn't get a chance.
Didn't get tickets?
Nah.
Yeah. Too slow.
I would.
Snooze, you lose.
I know. This was hard. It is.
Yeah.
It is hard because at the minute I'm saying our attack versus Liverpool's defence, we can wipe the floor. I really do think that. Trent is not being up to standard this season. I think he's a bit shaky. Same with Van Dijk, same with Matip.
Yeah.
They've not been the quality we know they are. I think at best I would love a draw. I think anything but a loss will be 3 points in my eyes.
I think for me, I feel much more confident going into this game.
Yeah.
I think I was more. You see, when we played Man United at Old Trafford, I wasn't convinced in that, and I gave us to win that game. This game, I think we've just beaten Spurs at home. You know, everyone's playing phenomenally at the minute. I think maybe the only one I could maybe have put a question mark on is Gabriel. But I think everyone else has been playing amazingly well. And I just feel that for me, the way that Liverpool played against Brighton, they cannot afford to have a half like that against Arsenal because they will absolutely get beaten. The game will be over. And I feel that we're that clinical. I think the difference between us and Brighton is that they weren't clinical enough when they had those chances. Exactly. And I think Liverpool have to be switched on. And I think if they're not, we will get. I believe we will get chances in that game. I just feel that with our concentration and our work rate in that midfield, with the way Partey, Xhaka are played at this present moment in time, I personally think we'll win the game 3-2. I don't think it will be like a. I don't think it'll be 1-0. I don't think we could win 1-0 and hold off a club like Liverpool. Yeah.
One person who I saw the lineup yesterday is Thiago, and the way he brings the game, first time passing over the top, bish bash bosh. He's that one danger man. I was happy to. I say obviously not to be injured, but I'm happy that he wasn't starting. But now he's back a week before, or no, like 3 days before the game. I think he will be their danger man. I think he's that one.
Yeah, I thought because I think even Thiago, I know he featured in the game against. I think he might have even started against Brighton, and his first touch. I thought Henderson, their first touches were absolutely awful, and every single time when they controlled it, you know, the ball's bouncing off them, and then Brighton were able to get the second ball. So I was thinking to myself, they cannot afford to have a poor start. No, I think because I know Arsenal, the fans, they know that they're going to be up for it. It's going to definitely be. I personally think they need to make it a consistent thing where, because as I said before, they think it's a library.
Yeah.
And again, it just showed that it's not a library, and that everyone needs to actually be working hard.
I had this guy sitting in front of me because I was at the clock end, and every time he scored, he had to cover his ears because it was too loud.
Too loud. Everyone jumping on each other.
I mean, I don't know what to do the game. I want to say 2-1 Arsenal, but I'm gonna say I think the last couple 10 minutes, I think Liverpool will go all out, so I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw.
Okay.
We won't get 3 points, but I think we'll play well.
Yeah, I think anything. I think as long as we get a point at least minimum, I think it'll be good because at least then it gives us an opportunity to stay top for however long. Next game, Everton, Man United. I think that's going to be a really good game at Goodison Park.
I think it's going to be a great game, but I just think United at the minute will just I might get hate for this backroom.
Yeah.
Because I think, yes, Everton have been playing well recently. It's just about if they can create that chance. Against Liverpool, I remember watching that game in the Merseyside derby. Everton deserved 3 points. Wait, did they get 3 points?
When?
Drew.
True.
For the derby, yeah. They deserved 3 points.
Oh, yeah.
And
the Merseyside derby, yeah.
And
yeah, that was 0-0.
At home as well, you saw the Everton fans. God, it was noisy.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone for 3-1 United, but I think Everton can win that game.
Yeah, I think Everton. The reason why I say I've gone with 2-2 draw because I just feel that the way that Man United got battered, I think Everton are starting to put some results together, and this. Yeah, I personally think that put it this way: if they don't turn up, that you're going to get beat. So you have no choice but to turn up. If you think okay, well we're going to get beat, you're going to definitely get beat by Man United. There's no questions about it. They just need to make sure that they perform, and I think depending on how Man United get on today in the Europa League, that's going to again give them a confidence boost going into the game against Everton.
It was a pretty strong team.
Yeah, well, obviously after that result, they need to bounce back quick. So I think I've gone with a 2-2. I think Pickford's doing really well. Cody.
Is he back though? I know he picked up a little injury.
Oh, did he? Connor Cody's doing really well.
I think they'll put. I don't think it's a permanent transfer.
I think they will try to. They'll try to in January at some point. But Iwobi's doing well in midfield. Yeah. I think I think they're starting. Lampard's starting to put some performances
together. It took them a bit longer than fans expected. But at the minute, it's going well. I think
it would have got really. I think it would have got really bad if Lampard had sold Everton. I should say would have sold Anthony Gordon to Chelsea. I think it would have been. But then. Is it Maupay? Maupay, sorry. Yes, Arsenal. But you can tell that obviously they brought him in, and he seems to be doing quite well. So
I think yes, losing Richarlison, he could do a job. Yes, obviously you can't replace a great striker, but at the minute he's doing the job. And with Calvert-Lewin coming back from injury or is still injured, he will be their danger man, and we know how dangerous he is.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. So I've gone with 2-2 draw, and you've gone with
3-1 Manchester United.
3-1 Manchester United. The last fixture, which will be played on Monday, is Forest Villa. So we know Michael's definitely going to be watching that. Oh, yeah. Well, what's your predictions on that?
Forest at home. I've said that a lot today. That the home fans will want results.
Yeah.
And we saw, I think, who was Forest played at home. It was a few weeks ago, and that place was rocking. And I can't remember who it was against. I think it was Wolves.
Might have been.
I think it was Wolves, and they won that game. And that that home crowd was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. I think you'll find, for me, is I think anything other than a good performance, I think we would hear boos.
Yeah.
I think as much as again, I quite like Steve Cooper as a manager, and I think he's going to be under some immense pressure if they lose this game against Villa, because I think that means that could be potentially even go as bad as back as 4 or more games where they haven't won. So again, I think they are bottom, I believe, at this present moment in time. So he needs to get them winning games immediately and quickly. So I've gone my predictions. I think Villa's going to have too much for him.
Yeah.
I think I've given him. I've given it 2-1 to Villa. The reason why I've given it 2-1 is I think because Forest are at home, I think they're going to try and make life difficult for Villa. And I feel that they are going to at least get a goal. I don't know whether they're going to get in the first half or the second half, but I think they will get at some point. They will get a goal during that game. I think Villa, with the quality that they have, I think they will be able to edge it and get the 3 points.
I agree. I think when DR is playing well, I think that Jamaican, who's that Jamaican one?
Leon Bailey.
Leon Bailey, I think he's playing well. I think Liverpool, my God, Villa look like a squad now. I think Wendy, obviously we missed out on him, but I think he's loving life at the minute. I think Liverpool. Oh my God, it's a Liverpool.
I think you might as well call it Liverpool with Gerrard, Coutinho.
Yeah. Villa create chances, but they don't score as much, and that's the one thing I say with Villa. They can win many games.
Well, if you got Danny Ings, Bendia,
Leon Bailey,
yeah,
Coutinho,
right,
Douglas Luiz,
right.
They have to score.
There's enough quality there. There's enough quality there.
I just don't think they score enough. But Monday Night Football, I think I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw.
Okay, I've gone for a 2-1 win to Villa, and I think to be honest with you, I think it's going to be quite good. I don't know who's going to be the highs and lows of the end of that week. Who's going to get sent off? Who's going to have VAR issues?
I know Leeds have had the most red cards now.
Yeah, so let's see who's going to be on the prediction. But I think it's going to be a good weekend of football. Hopefully, it's not going to be 0-0s and draws and stuff like that. But I hope it's going to be all entertaining.
I think which team do you think will stand out this weekend? Which team would you?
I feel Brighton will stand out. I think Brighton will stand out against Spurs.
Yeah.
I think that'll be an impressive one.
I agree. I think Brighton is at home. It's too great.
So, anything you want to add?
I mean, I'm saying it now, 6-0 to City, but 6-0 more.
All right, who's going to score?
Erling Haaland. I think Jack Grealish get a goal. De Bruyne. Oh, get Phil Foden. Oh, Grealish. No, I can hear the whole team.
Yeah, that's what they will score.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, but that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and again, look out for our highs and lows. That'll be dropping from next week, Tuesday, and we'll be doing our roundup of the weekend. All right, thank you for watching. Take care now. Bye.